Saturday, March 23rd, 2024. Sara retires today. We head to Sioux Falls here in just a little bit. Takeoff time about 9:45.
I'll just stick this on there. No, I'm just kidding. Because whatever I had read, it said.
This is where Mack plays basketball Saturday morning. And Mack. Let's go, Mack. D up. Tied up with 1:25 remaining. Better box out, Mack. Block your guy out. Here comes Sioux Falls Catholic. Dish it, Kane. Good no call. Good no call.
4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds. Out of bounds. There's a chance.
2 seconds. Back 2 or 3.
Sue's going to see if he's got a second game, if the game is still going. So, game started at 2 and it's 2:43 right now. What a great day. Come on, Mack. Man, that three can shoot. Let's go, Mack. Let's go, Mack. Good pass. Good pass, Mack. Shoot it, Mack. Ooh, good try.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
Yeah, Lisa.
And Barb and Jim.
Griffin.
Don't tip me.
You will see Greensboro. Say dental and they quit doing $5.
His official retirement date is on 20 July 2024 with 25 years of combined service in the North Dakota and South Dakota Army National Guard. At this time, we'd like to thank and honor her for her service by reviewing her accomplishments and reminiscing about her time in service. We'd like to recognize some distinguished military guests with us today. Colonel David Fossum, Medical Readiness Detachment Battalion Commander. Colonel Murray Thompson. We're here today to honor Sergeant First Class Kintyne for all the years of hard work, education, professionalism, and leadership she has provided to the South Dakota Army National Guard. Sergeant First Class Sara Cantine enlisted in the North Dakota Army National Guard on November 21st, 1998. As she was taking her oath, she cried. The recruiter convinced her she was making a great life decision, so she reluctantly finished her oath and started her career in the Army National Guard. Little did Private Cantine know she would end up completing her military career with 25 great years of service. Private Cantine began her career in the North Dakota Army National Guard as a supply specialist in the 1st of the 188th Air Defense Artillery Unit in Grand Forks, North Dakota. There she worked in the S4 logistics shop. In 2005, she graduated from the University of North Dakota with her bachelor's in general studies and also graduated from North Dakota State College of Science the same year with her degree in dental hygiene. Later in 2005, the 1st of the 188th Unit was activated to Afghanistan. While there, she worked in the operations center as a battle staff NCO. She would also go on medical missions. During these missions, she would help hand out Pedialyte and other aid in order to win the hearts and minds of the locals. She returned from deployment March of 2007. When Sergeant Cantine returned from Afghanistan, she wanted to get out of the military, but her leadership encouraged her to find a medical unit where she could utilize her dental knowledge and experience. At this time, she was living in her twin sister's basement in Hutchinson, Minnesota, and was also dating her now husband, Scott, who was living in Sioux Falls. Because of this, she reached out to the Minnesota Army National Guard and the South Dakota Army National Guard. The South Dakota Army National Guard. Sara and Scott currently live in Harrisburg, South Dakota. They have 3 boys, Mack, Sam, and Tate. She wants to acknowledge the support and sacrifice her family has made during her 25 years in the military. For example, while in Afghanistan, she received numerous care packages and letters from family and friends. And during drill weekends and training events, her family and Scott's family are always willing to help with the boys. She would also like to say thank you to her family, friends, and the Medical Readiness Detachment team who have made her time in the military worthwhile. Sergeant Cantine, would you like to introduce your family and special guests?
Sure. This is my husband Scott, son Mack, mother-in-law Loretta, my older sister Amy and her 2 boys Colton and Kellen, my twin sister's son Cooper, this is my son Sam, this is Ben, my other nephew, this is my youngest Tate, this is Madeline, Ben's girlfriend, this is my twin sister Lisa, some of our friends Troy and Des, Tom, who's basketball from high school, and then Griffin, my nephew, Ryan, my brother-in-law, and my parents, Barb and Jim, right here. And then back here we have Scott's brother Kevin, his wife Miranda, his brother Greg, and his girlfriend Sue.
At this time, we'll move forward with the award of the Army Commendation Medal to Sergeant First Class Sara L. Cantine for exceptionally meritorious service for over 25 years in the National Guard, culminating as a dental non-commissioned officer in charge for the Medical Readiness Detachment. Sergeant First Class Sara Cantine was key to the dental readiness success, continuously utilizing her knowledge and experience. Her willingness to mentor soldiers ensured the section was operational and ultimately increased state dental readiness. Sergeant First Class Cantine's efforts reflect great credit upon herself, the Medical Readiness Detachment, the 109th Regional Support Group, the South Dakota National Guard, and the United States Army. Given under my hand this 26th day of February 2024, David A. Daly, Brigadier General, the Assistant Adjutant General. Please be seated. Proclamation from the state of South Dakota, the Office of the Governor. Whereas Sergeant First Class Sara L. Cantine's dedication to service has made her a valuable asset to the state and country, and whereas we have very few occasions to recognize these patriotic individuals who leave the comforts of their home and family to nobly serve a greater cause than themselves, and whereas Sergeant First Class Cantine has devoted over 25 years of her life making sacrifices that demonstrated no mission was too hard, no challenge was too great, and through tests and trials she emerged stronger than before, and whereas her loyalty and leadership as a dental specialist and unit supply specialist in her service in Afghanistan have made her a cornerstone in the armed forces of this country, it is a privilege to honor her success, her sacrifice, and her service. And whereas Sergeant First Class Cantine continues to give of herself, our future is brighter thanks to her dedication. And whereas it is fitting and proper as Governor to commend Sergeant First Class Cantine for over 25 years of dedicated and outstanding service to the state and country, now therefore I, Christy Nolan, Governor of the state of South Dakota, do hereby proclaim July 20th, 2024, as Sergeant First Class Sara L. Cantine Day in South Dakota. And I join with her family and friends in wishing her well in her retirement and thanking her for her service to the state of South Dakota and the United States of America. Signed, Christy Nolan, Governor. Additionally, she gave her a certificate of appreciation and is awarding her a challenge point for her courage in defending her. And next we have the South Dakota National Guard Certificate of Appreciation for Sarah's husband, Scott. This is on the occasion of her retirement of his wife from the Army National Guard. He has earned grateful appreciation for his own unselfish, faithful, and devoted service. His unfailing support and understanding helped to make his wife's lasting contribution to the nation. Signed, Mark R. Morrell, Major General, South Dakota National Guard Adjutant General. Additionally, we have appreciation for your 25 years of dedicated service to the South Dakota Army National Guard and your country. Sarah, you can fill this.
Okay, good.
Colonel Possum, would you like to say a few words?
This momentous occasion, we are certainly going to miss you, Sarah. You're just been a tremendous asset to our organization. Why don't you come up here a second? Going for all your help, your support, and to the family, you guys don't know how important it was for your sacrifice to allow your mom and your wife to come and serve with us. We couldn't do what we do without her and her support. So we thank you for your sacrifices to allow her to serve. So it's very important to us. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Sarah has been like a bedrock for the dental section. For enlisted stuff, she was the one who was consistent throughout. So we had different people come and go. I'm not going to go into all the nuances, but she was the bedrock there, and you guys have a big shoes to fill to take up where she left off. So and she's been a great mentor to soldiers alike. She was also my dental hygienist when I lived in Brookings, so I obviously miss having her. So anyway, Sarah, you've done a great job, and thank you for all your service, and wish you best of luck and Godspeed in your future endeavors.
Yeah, I'll get into detailed service too. Big deal. Thank you, family, for letting me serve with us. I came in 2012, and Sarah since then has been like the leader of our dental section. I'm a dentist, so I've had the great opportunity to work with her for a number of years. So I will tell you, and hold on, let me look around the room. All right, we're going to get in the weeds. We had, in all seriousness, and family, I'm sure some of you have heard this, Sarah took some serious arrows. We had a couple, 3, 4 bad eggs that came through, and Sarah was in charge of them. And oftentimes, when you get in a leadership position, you take those arrows, even if they're undeserved. She was called a liar. They said she was untruthful. They said she was immoral. All this stuff was absolute bull. She has only been an outstanding human being, not just soldier. She's been a good friend. She's been one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. As Dave said, one of the most level-headed, steady rocks that we could have in this whole organization. Sarah, can you come here for a minute? Oftentimes when we're in leadership positions, we hear this stuff. Parents, you need to be proud of this girl, of this woman, this soldier, okay? We hear that, hey, you're awesome, you rock, but you took those serious arrows. And sometimes maybe we can show you a little bit, and here's what I'm talking about. If you think Sergeant First Class Cantine was loyal, if you think she was a solid worker, if you think she was a rock star of the National Guard, if you think she was honest, and she was a person with the absolute most integrity you have ever seen, stand up.
Leadership Manual FM 622 defines leadership as the process of influencing people by, excuse me, by providing purpose, direction, and motivation while operating to accomplish the mission and improving the organization. And this is, I mean, Murray and I didn't talk before this, but if you know anything about Sara, you know that she lives by the Army values. These are important to me, and I know every one of these Sara is true to: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. I have had the privilege to serve with Sara for over 15 years. Sara came to Medical Command from North Dakota, and she joined our unit as an E5 dental tech. We formed a quick relationship as I was new to the unit as well as a medic. And we have grown together in our lives and in the Army. And that's why this is really hard for me. Every life experience I have gone through, I have the honor to share with Sara, as I have watched her get married, become a mother, and develop as a leader. And over the last decade, Sara has really grown as a person. I told Sara that, I wrote this in here, that it was going to be really hard for me, and as you can see, it is. As she moves forward with her retirement, it is the closing of a huge chapter of her life. Over 25 years, that's over half of her age. And in a selfish way, I want Sara to continue in the military. But I know that Sara has a larger commitment to Scott and her boys. And by the way, she is an amazing mother, as Scott can attest to. I'm so happy that Scott, Mack, Sam, and Tate were able to share Sara with us for the last 15 years in South Dakota Army National Guard. And I am very thankful for you guys for that. I have no doubt that Sara will continue to do great things. I know that as we leave today, the bonds that she has formed with will continue during retirement. She may not be the best phone owner ever, but eventually she will return her calls or text me back. We love you, Sara, and we wish you nothing but the best. We put a little slideshow together for Sara.
And service not only to the South Dakota National Guard, but to the U.S. Army, to our nation, and our allies. Thank you for taking the time to honor Sara Cantine in this special life moment. That concludes our ceremony. We'll form a reception line here. Please come by and congratulate Sara on a job well done, and there will be a reception at Sergeant First Class Cantine's house following the conclusion of the ceremony. Thanks.
I guess Mack, Sam, Tate. This is a little off the hip. I wasn't going to say anything, but I feel like we should. So I definitely want to thank you to my wife for everything, and we love you very much. And yeah, we're so grateful to have you in our lives. And I was a little jealous over all the years. You know, Friday mornings when she'd be taking off for Rapid City, and I'd be with the three amigos. And I know she was with such a good group with you guys. She thought so highly of all you guys, and I know she really enjoyed her time being able to, yeah, just grow with the opportunity. So thank you to all you as well, and the family, and my wife. Thank you.
Putting things together.
I do, it's my pillow.
Look at Chelsea's phone. Here, she's right here. Thank you.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Got it. The snow is coming down.
But you brought out some really important underlying themes as well, including the embrace of moral relativism.
We're at the Flying J, not at the Flying Wedge in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Headed over to Scott and Sara's in just a bit. What a great ceremony that was.
Oh, that was so nice.
Lots of friends and family, great speeches.
If we don't get rooted in God's word, then we just have our imagination of who God is.
Good timing.
Is this what God allows? And so even things like suffering, tolerate this. Why does he tolerate us to go through so much suffering in this world?
Kevin is still here?
Yeah.
I got to say congratulations.
Oh, that's good.
I got all of that.
Caitlin Clark, close to a triple-double.
I just texted him, hey, are you there?
North of Clear Lake here. Easy driving, clear roads. 10:09. We're at the 9:09. The light in the kitchen was left on purpose. Yep, left it on in the kitchen.